defense or whatever. I mean, you don't need to worry. You just have to give your testimony, Jack. Just, you know, tell the truth. That's all you got to do.
Wait, are there court cases coming up?
Yeah. I will, I'll see if I can organize that. I'm sorry, I got to deal with something.
Someone at the door. Someone at the door.
I'm sorry.
Someone at the door, King.
Guys,
Someone
I'm
at
so
the door.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Someone at the door, King.
Oh shit! Pre-trial.
Apologies. How you guys doing?
Who's at the door?
Uber.
Nice. What'd you get?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm stood right here, sir.
What did you order?
Toasty.
Nice. 1 second, I'm just reading this report.
Yeah. So they basically requested that meeting with me yesterday. And they went through everything they were unhappy with.
King kicked the ICU door down forcefully and broke the door along with the other LSPD officers.
I did do that. Apparently many others have done the same thing, which is why they're
King
upset.
self-transported Frost when he ejected. EMS very upset.
It was Frost that wrote that. But
Is it
yeah,
true?
so no, it's not just me that's done this. I'm just an easy example, okay?
Oh, I've kicked it in multiple times. Like,
yeah. I did it the other day
including
when
but
Miller was
not
trapped there.
limited to there being a fire in the ICU. You know what I mean?
Yesterday
And-
or day before, during these hours, apparently officers shouted woo-hoo on the radio because the EMS were not around. How do they know that?
Oh, I've dealt with that. So Raina, no, she's not. Angela Rayner's from the politician in the UK that just got fired. Wrong person. What's her name? Sama director?
Oh, Angela Adams?
Hang on. What does it say in the report?
SAMA Adams.
Oh, was
Yes.
she on a ride along or something?
No, I think she was on duty and listening to the radio for whatever reason.
Oh, she's an
And-
EMS, a SAMA director?
Yeah, she wasn't on duty as EMS at the time. And that situation, I was there. It was me and Lavender that were still basically the only ones left alive. At no point did we shout, woohoo, there's no EMS on duty. Now we can get medical easy. At no point was that ever said, nor would it ever be said. So I think she got the wrong end of the stick there. Because both of us were complaining that there were no EMS and they're weird to do it all. So it would have been a sarcastic woohoo if anything at all. Most certainly was not malicious. I did explain that to me yesterday and she said that's fine, fair enough. But, you know.
Wait,
I don't know
so
what I
who
think about
wrote
this.
this?
The report?
Yep.
Me
I'm
and
shining a
Frost.
flashlight in our face.
Gotcha. Because it's dark as hell.
It is dark. But so I suspended Jack Voss
Dude,
yesterday.
come on.
You got sunglasses on.
Relax, dude. Yeah, but still. They're not polarized.
What the fuck? Well, yeah, but if they're not polarized, that means they wouldn't
They're
be
useless.
glaring.
What? All right, back on topic.
Okay.
All right. I suspended Jack Voss yesterday because he put gauze into Peters and almost killed him. He says he doesn't remember.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. High Command didn't do anything about it. Sorry. LSPD High Command didn't do anything about it.
But like Pete, yeah. I'll wait for y'all's opinions and then I'll be the loose cannon.
I've already heard from apparently Peters told High Command, as in Turner and Maxwell, that Jack wasn't trying to kill him and this is maybe some kind of overreaction. If that's the case, obviously.
Yeah, I think so, because I don't think it was that deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I suspended him for the investigation either way because it's quite a serious one. So.
Well, if it was this serious, wouldn't you think that Peters would have suspended himself?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't aware of anything.
I have more of
I don't
a
know.
problem. I have more of a problem where Jack pulled up after he self-transported people and started yelling at the medics to kill them outside because they're pussies and need to do their
Yeah.
jobs. I have
Well,
more of a
that's an
problem
odd
with
one
that
as
than the
well.
Gauze thing.
So that's
Yeah.
being looked into by Espino's, and what Jack has said in response to that is that he was in a car or something, and he doesn't understand how anybody was hearing him. He didn't say it to EMS. He was saying it to PD. I don't know. So we're trying to.
I feel like I was there. I might have been
it was
there
during a big
that
storm
day.
or some shit. It was like everybody was down. Big storm going on. He called them pussies and all that. So.
All right. Well,
but essentially, EMS are unhappy. They feel like they're being treated like shit. A lot of different things. They did talk about Dr. Blainer, and they did not like the Dr. Blainer stuff.
Yeah, honestly,
I don't give a fuck. Let me speak on that.
On me.
The Dr. Blaine is my shit. They can suck my dick on that.
Did you hear what happened tonight?
Yeah, the allegation that he's dead. He ain't dead. I just got off the phone with him, so.
He died in a car crash, apparently.
Well, apparently not.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Yep. So, he's
still
alive.
I'm gonna speak a bit on that, right? I'm just gonna ask very bluntly. I need to know whether this is some like out of city shit, or not, and what parts are and what parts aren't. If they got SOPs that like restrict them or get them like immediately fired if certain things happen, that is the basis by which, like, without knowing that information, this is a very difficult problem to solve. And I'm saying that in this circle right now, but someone's got to maybe like Frost is to clarify, because otherwise, when I look at this report, right, it by nature of how I'm reading it, just with the lens, assuming this is all like there's no, restrictions like that they're having to deal with, this report is fucking like crazy. Like,
they did say something about always only being able to do medical in CMC, and that they said that the one up north there's no one working there or whatever. I don't know. I
like, do they get fired if certain things happen, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I do, yeah.
And if they're getting fired because of someone else's unique medical conditions, that's fucking brain dead too. You know what I mean? If they don't want to be involved in something, then they cannot be involved. It's that simple. You know what I mean?
Wait, are we saying?
My understanding is how I read this, because it used to be a thing way back when that if certain things happened or they did certain things, like, they would get fired.
Ambulance. Oh, sorry.
Stop putting that in my fucking face.
Well, sorry, I can't see anything otherwise.
What do you mean? Use your fucking eyes. Just look.
Yeah, it's dark as shit.
No, it's not.
It is really dark. I appreciate the light, to be honest.
We're saying that no one works at the Blaine County Hospital.
Correct.
But Dr. Blaine works there.
That's where I'm going with all this. Is like, this is really weird. This half of this shit. And
maybe they need to like officially hire Dr. Blaine as Sammer or something. I don't know what their rules are. I haven't got a clue. But situations like, people being self-transported. They didn't like the BCSO v LSPD stuff when we were all in there. When Peters got all fucked up and you guys, had to give him blood transfusions, and Turner got kicked out because he said that there needed to be a dialysis machine to clean the blood.
Yeah, that was on me. Well, technically,
we were all in there, sort of laughing about it. But I think they took it a different way.
Oh.
Well, the people that were there, and they weren't very happy because we were making their job more difficult. Hang on, the captain's calling me. 1 minute. Captain Argent, how you doing? Very good. Very good. I'm just in a meeting in Polito. Can I call you back, sir? Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that's the thing. I for me personally, I'm viewing this as I don't give a fuck. This report reads that PD has a bunch of issues with the EMS, but fuck what y'all think and why you have problems with us. Here's what you're going to do, because we have problems. That ain't going to resolve nothing, right? We need to understand the root cause of why, if people within PD have a problem with EMS, why do they have a problem with EMS? Why do they have a problem with medical services? Without that being a resolution, like, this is just demands, right? Like, the very beginning states, like, people don't want to wake up. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what to do with this.
That was at the start of the meeting, yeah.
Like, okay,
It was,
cool. Well, maybe, you know, medical sucks ball sack and people don't fuck with y'all, right? That's what this is reading. So let's find out why people don't fuck with EMS. What are the actual issues? Otherwise, it's just like, you know.
I think they're just like, I think there's some who will just see EMS as an inconvenience sometimes, especially as an officer.
I've
and
never
people getting antsy about being down for a long time as well, I think.
On that last scene, how long were you down for, Albert?
I don't know. Hour and a half.
Yeah, and then after you were down for that long, when the one EMS showed up and then had to treat everyone.
When they have mass casualty situations, an email goes out to other EMS, see if they can get help. They have SOPs for it too. And it kind of sucks because there's situations where officers sometimes airlift. While I understand the need to airlift because there's other stuff going on in the city.
It's part of our SOPs.
I know, but I'm not a massive fan of it personally. But also, we do have a city to police, so sometimes you do have to take the airlift. But also, if they're sat there waiting and somebody takes it anyway, it's just kind of, they've been sat there waiting for nothing. So they just want to be able to do their job, basically. And I do think there's situations where PD haven't helped that.
Yeah, and some of us want to do things.
Say, talk your shit.
I can't because it's knocking on the wall. You know what I mean?
I was just thinking, thinking that.
Like, they have to respect other people too, because to me, this is not a very respectful complaint, because it is demanding that anything that has to do with medical, even if it's our own body in our own situations, they have control of it, and that is fucking cringe. So now if there are reasons for that we're not understanding of, I think that's something that, you know, someone should figure out, because some of this don't make any sense.
Job, you know.
Okay, well then they wouldn't be like, where the fuck did where there's a claim with Dr. Blaine's did come from, you know what I mean?
I think that was from Frost.
With all due respect, that's not his shit to make a decision on. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
That was my role play. Not his.
Well, he was also there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he latched onto it afterwards.
I understand, but he was still there.
No, it don't matter.
Because then it turned into my role play, and then I had to deal with it while you two fucks were on the ground bleeding out.
Well,
I
yeah.
had Babylonian blood, and then I had to go
No,
do this,
I get.
and I had to go do that.
No, but I get that. But then there's like, you know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what? Let me go back to
Fucking
my
cougar
original
ass.
point. Right? Is some of this sounds like they got to do certain. I was told the other day that they can get fired if they don't do certain things. You know what I mean? Like if they don't,
What do you mean?
and that we might be putting them in a position where they have to choose between their job and what's in front of them. You understand?
I had that yesterday.
Yeah,
Wait,
so you
why?
understand what I'm saying then, right?
Okay, so you'll like this. So yesterday, we captured multiple Babylonians, new Babylonians. By the way, Edgar's on a 24-hour hold.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, wait, let's
I'll
not.
get to that
Let's
in a
not.
second.
Yeah.
The new Babylonians got shot down. After they got shot down, they refused medical from our EMS and said that they would only get medical from their doctors. So one, I can't let them get medical from their doctors because that would be me as an accomplice to providing medical without a license, right?
Yep.
So I can't do that.
Hey, I'm
But then
talking
two-
to King and the undersheriff. I'm going to give you a call as soon as we can.
All right, perfect. All right, let me know.
All right.
Sorry, I can't do two things at the same time. I had to think, type, and read. I don't really. So that's a very difficult position to be in.
Yeah.
How do you?
Look,
Well,
hey,
I
that's
definitely didn't let them their doctor do that. So
well, I mean, it makes sense, right? But
I
there's
just-
like a bit of a difference here. Are you drawing a comparison or just kind of bringing it?
a comparison and bringing it up. Like I understand you have a big Sophie's Choice here, where like you're dealing with shit, but at the same time, like just do your fucking job.
So what happened? Like, so they refused and they said,
We'll only get
No.
medical from our doctors.
but how did it go after that? Did you just get them?
I made them get medical.
Yeah.
At the same
what else
time,
can you
like
do
I have a duty to, you know, there's a duty of care while you're in my custody. And if you want to sue me for harassment or something, then so be it.
Fair enough. No, I deny it. When people tell me skip, I say I don't know what you're talking about. Just get the medical anyway. So.
Wait,
Not
technically,
saying that's what he was doing, but
technically, EM. I just realized. You ready for this?
Okay.
Citizens have the right to health services and the right to protect themselves and others within reason.
So I can force them medical because I'm protecting them.
Yep.
Well, kind of. Or you could interpret this as they have certain medical ailments that CMC cannot provide.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But you're lucky. I don't think those Babylonians are going to go to court over it.
I don't give a fuck if they do.
I want to.
Well, then,
I want to
see-
go
see-
back to the point I made because I want to make sure I'm very clear about why I'd like to understand if there's a concern that is beyond us, right? Because some of this report and some of this, if viewed through that lens, I can understand it. But if EMS have certain restrictions that can get them fired, I can understand the position a little bit different. You know what I mean? But if that does not exist, this sounds fucking cringe, this entire report. Is that...
Yeah.
And without that knowledge, it's hard for me to make too much of an opinion. Because it sounds like, it sounds like a whole lot of fucking crying when we should be figuring out why there's an issue to begin with. Right?
I think. Sorry, I'm sort of dying.
You're what?
I'm sort of dying. Apologies. I was coughing. I'm not well today. I had a really bad migraine this morning, and I feel like I'm gonna probably pass out in bed at some point soon.
Just control your body. Don't let it control you.
I'm trying. Trust me. Yeah, I don't know. I think so. The way they came off to me yesterday was that they just want to do their job, and they're just feeling a little bit pushed aside, sort of thing. And I think PD's in a position where we can, we can easily correct that. I can't control what criminals do with regards to self-transporting. We could charge them with what's it called? God, I'm so not with it right now. Hang on.
Maybe it's just the way this.
Maybe
it's just the way that this report's written. It sounded like.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote it in bullet points with Frost yesterday while they were talking, so there was a lot of stuff they were bringing up.
All right.
But I honestly think it's just a case of them wanting to be able to do their job, and they feel that sometimes we're not helpful in allowing that to happen. That's what I think. So I do think that's something we can fix pretty easily, to be honest. I know I've been named there. I'm most definitely not the only one, and I'm sure others have had similar things. I didn't know about the key card until I'd smashed the door in, so it was very unfortunate timing.
Well, nobody knew about it. Like, see, and this is maybe where my agitation's coming from, right? There is a lot of opportunity by which they can be assisting us instead of crying. Not once has anyone been told. I've been in command for. You've been in command for a minute too. When have we been told that there's a fucking key card? The key card just came into existence after this.
Apparently, you can borrow Dr. Payne's key card or Command Plus
If
can,
there's
but no one's
nobody
ever
around.
said that. But no one's ever said that to us.
Yeah,
exactly.
I heard about it as
Right?
I smashed the door, and so I was like, oh, okay, well, it's too late now. Fuck it.
Well, it may not have even existed until after that, right? So
I think it did. No, Maxwell was saying something was announced ages ago, but I think it's going to be convoluted because I remember we got an announcement saying we don't have keys, and then another announcement saying we do have keys or something. I don't fucking know.
that's exactly it. Because this happened with Turner. Remember the Turner situation? He got like banned from the hospital or some shit for like
when they kicked him out with the Peters thing.
Yeah.
Or different. Yeah.
So there's a lot of like this is where I'm getting at, right? Like I'm not on this like fuck the EMS thing, to be very clear.
Oh, of course not. No.
But rather I want to see what an actual resolution is not just like please play with EMS more. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
these aren't
that's fair.
resolving points. These are not like
These are
solving
just
the root
complaints.
cause.
There's no remedy towards.
Well, the other thing is that
Exactly.
they apparently brought this stuff up before and nothing was done. Much like the the situation with Jack, they feel like nothing's been done there, and therefore feel like we just don't give a shit. I think that's how it's
But
coming
they're,
across.
but like with the gauze thing or the pussy thing, you know?
All of it.
Okay, so but the gauze thing isn't their problem, with all due respect.
Well, it is.
They were throwing
So-
around stuff
well-
about
well, how,
acting
though?
without a license and shit like that yesterday.
Well, they
Yeah.
did
Sam,
his
a
first
director,
aid,
was
sir.
anyway.
But he's a first responder. Fuck that.
Who Jack is?
Yeah. He's
No,
a
he had it
first-
removed by Veronica.
No, he's still a first responder. Whether he can do
Oh,
first
yeah.
aid.
You're right.
Fuck that whole eat my ass.
Well,
But yeah, well, that's something they brought up yesterday, especially if people were working on people without the
Yeah,
qualification.
fuck off.
I don't have that medical cert, but I feel like I shouldn't get sued if I give somebody a bandage or hold pressure on a wound. That doesn't take a brain to
no, that's
take anything to know that.
That's what they can't do two things at the same time, right? That's my problem with this. You can't be crying over dumb shit, right? And then also have no remedy for it. Like they took Frost's medical fucking cert because of some dumb shit, right? Right? Like, okay.
You know what I would say
And
if they
then-
took my cert?
Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No.
Why do you think I haven't got mine done? I keep saying to them, well, I don't want to take your job, guys. You know?
I don't either. We
No,
they-
I'm
That's how I
I'm
feel about
renouncing
it.
my first aid. cert.
okay. I just want there to be a remedy, right? Like,
Yeah,
and
I need to.
that's what I want out of this. But I equally, they need to provide a little bit of fucking breathing room because we aren't living in like a fucking simulation. You know what I mean? Like,
Why would you say that?
I don't know because it just fucking some of this shit is fucking dumb. Like, okay, Jack put gauze in Peter's fucking throat. That's fucking funny, all right? And if Peters didn't complain about it, then there's not an issue. You know what I mean? A third party doesn't need to come in and play fucking like hall monitor. You know what I mean?
That's
Well,
true.
if they're the ones in charge of first aid certs, I guess I understand why they're doing that. But at the same time,
Yeah. I mean, they can yoink that, sir. I think that's completely fair.
That's
if they want to do that.
100%. Yeah. So some of these things are valid. Some of it just is over the top.
Yes, I mean, that's what I said about the woohoo thing. I mean, they really did not read the room on that one. I would never say that about EMS. And I've been so
would.
vocal about, well, yeah, sure. But I've been super vocal about cops not taking airlifts and stuff on long scenes and all that shit. That I would never say anything like that about them ever. So yeah, but I understand why they would think. I guess I sort of understand why they would think that, but whatever. I do want to try and fix the problems that we can fix though. Like, you know, cops being dumb fucks, self-transporting, all that kind of stuff. And there's that's not them. There's one around. Veronica's around right now. What's happening?
there's a chase. I don't think it's worth talking to Veronica about this yet.
No, I think there should be a high command meeting on this first and foremost.
Okay.
And what are the actual issues right now? Now, I do want to make it clear that, based on what you said, I'm going to take your word for it. Veronica probably came in to try to resolve things. The report
Yeah.
reads in a different way, and I won't take the report as like a.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
just
how
my
they
bad
put it.
writing, to be honest, Brian.
Yeah.
I would
Be all
say.
end all.
Yeah, I did it very British-like and very blunt. Lack of respect for EMS, damage to hospital doors, trainee medics going. So it sounds, at face value, it sounds fucking awful. But,
Well, it sounds like that's what they were saying, but it's not. It's like,
it is what they were saying, but I was paraphrasing. This is not accurate to exactly what they were saying, but I've explained everything accurately. So also Frost was there, so he can answer any questions because we were both present. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's some issues we can fix. Some of the things are, I think, the high command stuff. Yeah, that's it really.
Yeah. I don't like the they're not waking up shit. That's not cool. Because I ain't waking up if I'm sitting 2 hours on the fucking floor either. So
That's not us. That's That's not our problem.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say
it kind of. I mean, it is a bit. Like, so they said like things like cops self-transporting and stuff. We basically just done the job for them. Is that? Did you know
That
EMS
sucks.
aren't allowed to do any medical once they get to hospital?
Yes.
What the fuck's that all about? Why is that?
Wait,
They don't
what
have the doctorate. They can't.
no, but that makes
But
sense.
there's never any doctors. Like, why, I don't know.
Well,
You know what I mean? It's
because
just- I know,
hospital
they don't wanna-
sucks.
Well, I mean, it's probably because they don't want to take the doctors' jobs. But if there's no doctors around, like, who is it harming?
That's
really?
part of it. Okay. Everyone that dealt with my situation, all right, based on, what Dr. Blaine told me, was really into that shit. So some people being like, look, what happened at CMC, that was
I
stupid.
took all my clothes off and gave my blood.
That was great. The whole fucking shit. That's why I'm kind of annoyed by it, if I'm going to be honest. Now, don't get me wrong. I think at CMC, I don't think, Frost knew any better. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at that point, it was a little bit tough. But even then, it was a little wild because we were just dealing with what was in front of us. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I also did call the doctor and say you have to come up to Sandy. Or else
No.
they're gonna die."
That's not what happened. Wait, Jimbo, you weren't there that day. 2 days ago.
No, I'm talking about the Dr. Blaine.
I
thing.
don't think that's what it was. It was Dr.
Oh,
Blaine. Fucking Frost went all the way to CMC, and then Dr. Blaine showed up. And we couldn't. It got awkward. Okay, but I don't think
Oh, no.
that version of Dr. Blaine knew what the problem was, because it was his cousin, and that cousin was pretty new.
Oh.
Does that make
yeah.
sense? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's an unlucky circumstance.
yeah, so I think when that is where things got really crazy, and there was a conversation, people were really pissed, but they were also pissed at us and like, if the doctor, that sounds like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to. It's very hard to describe what happened.
Say it. Just say it.
Cam EU didn't realize that he probably shouldn't do Dr. Blaine shit at CMC, and if he wanted to do that, it should have been earlier with his /me's. So by the time he got there to CMC, and then all of a sudden started doing Dr. Blaine shit and said he was dying, we just had to role play off that. But then people were getting pissed. We were role playing off of it. It's like, well, what do you want us to do? Because this doctor's telling us that he's going to die. Like,
Okay.
am I supposed to just stop here?
I shouldn't have said.
Like,
this
am I
is
supposed to
Christ.
ignore this?
I
Right?
shouldn't have told you to say it.
Yeah, I know. You probably shouldn't have. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
fine.
on him,
Our
right?
Cross Friday
It's just
thing has
people
really
need to be a
gone
little
far.
bit more understanding. All
No
right.
matter where I am,
Instead
it's
of
always
getting
at a Cross
mad and
Fridays,
make
it feels
believe.
like. I gotta get some food. I'm hungry.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Give
All
me
right.
food.
We can fix this though. I believe.
I
The
think
problems
so,
that can
too.
Be fixed, we
Give
can
me
fix.
food.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, can you send some food? Can you get it delivered to my house?
No. No.
Why?
No, I can't do that. Because the
But
exchange
you're
rate's
rich.
bad. I'm not rich.
You live in a mansion.
I do not live in a mansion.
You know this guy lives in a mansion.
It's not a mansion.
Wait, really?
It's
Yeah,
a
he
three
lives in
bedroom
the
house,
UK,
fully
they don't-
detached with a garden and a garage. Actually,
That's
He's got
like
a pool too. He's got a
UK
pool,
don't
too.
really have big houses.
He's got a
Yeah, we
pool
do.
too, though. He's
Wait,
got a pool.
Oh, yeah, we
really?
do. Of course.
Brian,
I
he's
don't
got
have
a pool.
I don't have a pool. I wish I had a pool.
You told me one time you had a pool.
No, I didn't. I said I want a pool.
No, one time you were like, "It's so hot. I'm in my swim trunks. I'm gonna go get the pool."
I've never said that to you. What
Yes.
are you talking about?
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I
That you're
hear
gonna,
you
you're not
out of
gonna
your
gaslight
mind.
me. You
I'm
told
not
me this.
I've never
You said
said
you were
I own a
sitting in your
pool.
fucking,
Ever.
You said you were sitting in your fucking swim
Are you
trunks.
sure I was
It's
at
so
home? It might have been
I don't-
somewhere else.
hot. You were. What do you mean? What?
The summer house.
Do you bring your? You bring your brain over there?
Sure.
Then yeah, maybe. This guy has a summer house. Do you have a summer house? 'Cause I don't have a summer house.
Do I listen? Hey, I just want to close on this because I gotta go.
Yeah. Go.
We need to find out, Jimbo. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find out how much of this is outside of their control, like EMS and shit like that, so we at least in high command have a proper lens on things, because some of it is understandable, and if it's some things are out of their control, then we need to know that. Otherwise, I myself don't want to be pushing lines that might enter into weirdness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, did you hear it's Pizza Friday at the
yeah,
Cauldron?
I gotta go. I gotta go.
What?
Later, guys.
Is Little Caesar there?
I'm just gonna ask so that we're not putting them in an awkward position either. But if I'm taking this, because like the thing is, if I take this completely IC, this is so dumb. Is the problem?
What's going on, Brett?
Hey, I am good now. Are you guys good?
Yeah, we're headed up to the sheriff's office. You want me to stay here?
Hell yeah. All right. See you in a sec.
Perfect. All right.